planar sort of thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's one of those things where it's like a long time ago there was a place called the Fae and some stuff came from there. And Eladrin are just one of those things. um, they're not very common. In fact, before Jekyll, you've probably never seen an Eladrin.
So he's a pocket dimension monster.
So to speak, if you have to say it like that.
Sorry, I was making a bad Pokemon pun. So, so I relay this scant information to the group.
Yeah.
So who knows? Perhaps his ancient ancestors had some cool, inbuilt abilities like my ability to see in the dark, or Zakar's ability to fucking teleport, which is ultra sweet.
Yeah. Eladrin do have a similar ability.
Speak with doors?
No. Comparatively to...
No. It's called knock on wood.
Yes.
Eladrin they have been known to teleport in a similar fashion to Shadowkai.
Okay.
It's a very short range, like Banff type thing.
Yeah, instead of a dark cloud that's left behind,
yeah.
It's a light puff. Smells of lilacs and elderberries.
You've never seen Jekyll do it.
Glitter.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more sparkles when they do it.
Are we able to? Are we able to enchant something and have him try to dispel it?
He's not getting anywhere near my bag of holding.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we enchant something else.
Mine.
Enchanting, I don't think that's in Gon's wheelhouse.
And
not at the moment.
I don't know. Dynamic power is being dynamic and all that. Plus the gadgets, but I don't know. It's up to the DM, I think.
Yeah.
Well, got nothing else.
Okay.
I mean, presumably we go back and check on our ship occasionally to make sure that the holes still have corks in them.
Yeah. Anytime that you guys feel comfortable leaving the Topaz Flask, for whatever reason. Yeah, you guys make the rounds, make sure that the boat's still there. Strangely enough, over the next couple days, you guys kind of relax because, like, the first couple days are really tense. Like, the next day you don't want to leave the Topaz Flask at all.
Yeah, when's the other bombshell gonna drop?
But it becomes pretty obvious after a while that they don't attempt another attack like that. As a matter of fact, they have actually reduced their presence in the city. They pull back most of their troops to the gates and just worry about guarding them. No idea why. Nobody has any idea why it happened. But they basically stop harassing you and the townspeople for the next several days, and eventually you guys start to relax and actually go out.
I wonder if it's because we solved the fucking problem of the plague.
Yeah, and by the way, Grim did send a letter to Nash informing him that the plague was gone.
What was that when we were splitting the party?
That was basically back when you guys were sending letters. Like, he sent one to Arzan as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't remember that detail.
Yeah, Nash would have gotten that message, like, immediately. Possibly before the attack happened. Yeah, you guys do eventually find time to go check on the boat and finish bailing it out. It is untouched. Nobody even dares go near it. So yeah, like, just about almost a week goes by with nothing really to speak of. When eventually, and this will happen during the daytime, so I'll go ahead and hit the daylight button. Boom!
Nice.
So, you guys can be wherever. This is just a random day.
Random battle, folks. I mean, nothing.
I didn't say that.
No, you didn't. I said it.
Yeah. I guess Durork is just gonna, or Shaykhog is gonna. You guys just gonna hang out in the the kitchen from now on? This is just your
Making
hangout.
bacon.
Your hangout.
Bacon
Gotta make a
pancakes.
spicy meatball.
Yeah, making pancakes, making pancakes.
Other than talking about plans and maybe seeing how the revolution's doing.
Right.
Viva la revolution!
Yeah, you guys don't really hear from Alberto during this time. Are you guys just hanging on to your captive, just indefinitely?
Oh, the orc that was sent to
I
assassinate
guess
us?
we did forget that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did you find out if he worked directly for him, if he was just hired like the other guys, like an outside merc?
He was an outside merc.
Well,
That is canon. He sounds like he was hired, at the same time for the same reason, basically. His instructions were different, obviously. And after trading some notes, there's some other interesting details, like the fact that the team that attacked the Topaz Flask did not include shamans, but it did include, sappers.
I'm sorry, what?
sappers.
Sappers. Demolitionists.
Oh.
People who blow up
Explosion.
walls. In the fine tradition of people who blow up walls.
Was that supposed to be like a Call of Duty reference, Chris? I'm sorry, not Call of Duty. Company of Heroes.
Sappers is the traditional
think
name of
I think
orcs of people who blow up walls in medieval times.
Yeah, sapper is a proper term for a type of soldier.
Total thing.
Well, yeah, that's why I mention it, because, like, I fucking know what a sapper is when I'm playing Company of Heroes, but in D&D, that's a foreign term.
Fun fact, they are also a thing in Warcraft, so there you have it. That's where Goblin Techies came from.
Fucking would
Doot. Anyway, so randomly one day, Bolt comes back from doing his rounds, and he comes in and he lays down a stuff.
Letter?
Yeah, hang on. Sorry.
Package?
Yeah, I gotta check my notes. He sets down a scroll on the table. Just kind of haphazardly, like he doesn't even care what it is. He's just like, here. And then he goes and he walks up to Trudy, and he starts whispering something into her ear. And she kind of like, after a second, she kind of like bats her arms at him, like swatting a fly away. And she's like, they are our friends, Bolt. You can speak at a normal volume.
For fuck's sake, you paranoid rat man.
And he kind of like, there's been news.
Of Revolution.
News.
Go on.
He says, no. We've had some informants in the tunnels. We're looking for a place we could fall back to in case things go horribly wrong again.
Good idea.
And then he looks back at Trudy and he goes, they found a dungeon. And she kind of stops and looks at him like, what?
Wait, you mean like
sewers?
monster-infested, treasure-encrusted loot to be had style dungeon? One of those?
He's like, I'm told it was found behind a secret wall, and that therein was some ornate architecture. Not befitting a sewer tunnel. It definitely looks like a proper dungeon. No idea what it would be doing, just under watchets.
I think I know.
Could we hole up there?
I think it might have something to do with the jackass named Dunham.
It might.
That guy.
One very peculiarly annoyed orcish king about a tomb that was looted. And a very smug bird. Motherfucker.
Okay, answer me this, Gunkisu. Are we going spelunking, yes or no?
Yes.
Assuming we can get there without the whole army on our tail, I think we should look into this shit.
Bolt says, I don't think you'd have any trouble. I mean, the tunnels are the one thing the